I had had enough.
Well, you drove out there into the middle of nowhere and had some sort of loud verbal display challenging ET in general out in the middle of nowhere?
That's what I was doing. I actually had a pistol in my hand at the time. I was really ticked off. When I was having this fit, I was waving the gun in the air, okay, and I had this fit. And at this moment, I said, okay.
He was a Louisiana man named Montaldo. Folks around called him Six Gun Joe. Worked with ICAR, don't you know? Investigating UFOs. Out for a drive with a gal one night, they stopped to check out the reporting site. When an alien lit right there on the ground, he commenced to throwing his weight around. Now, old Six Gun didn't take too kindly to that kind of thing, especially without Vaseline or anything like that, Seriously. Well, Six Gun looked that critter right in the eye and said, "Any last wish before you die?" Yo, reached for his gun, quick as a twitch, and said, "Fill your claw, you son of a bitch." Now a legend spread across the land about this pistol-waving man. But if you're from space or from Earth below, you don't give no lip to Six Gun Joe.
Welcome to Don't Whistle at Night podcast, where Navajo legends echo in the shadows. Darren and Dawn will guide you through the sacred fire of native storytelling, where the old stories breathe, the unknown walks among us, and voices, long hidden, rise to be heard. And remember, don't whistle at night.
Hey, hello everybody, and welcome to Into the Night with me, your host, Sean Kelly. As you can see, in the background there, or around the edges, got the festive feeling, the festive Christmas thing going on. Want to thank UPRN Talk Radio 105.3 Mississippi and 107.7 New Orleans for allowing me to give you 2 hours a week on this platform on Sunday nights and Tuesday nights from 8:10 to 9:10 p.m. Hello, Sally. Good to see you. Kevin's always a pleasure. And everybody else out there in the 160 different countries that we broadcast in. Thank you for tuning in tonight and listening to my show. Okay. Also, want to remind everybody that right after my podcast tonight, you're going to have Don't Whistle at Night, and that's Don Yazzi's podcast. And I'm telling you, he has a good guest coming up. He always has good shows. He always got good people that come on. So right after my show, please go over to Mr. Yazzie and tell him I said hello and Merry Christmas. As you can tell, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather today. Dawn, happy holidays to you too. So please bear with me with my voice. Okay. Just want to start an open discussion tonight. you know, whatever you want to talk about, it's okay with me. We can, put it in the chat. We'll listen. We'll read it and then we'll listen and we can talk about it if you wish. Okay. But also, in the meantime, while people are thinking on what kind of question they want to ask, do you know that the fairies have a Christmas blessing? I just saw this today. In fact, it just popped up like 20 minutes before my show. Because I'm here sitting thinking, okay, we can have an open discussion and we can talk about whatever we want. It's all good. But I'm saying, well, what if there isn't anything to talk about just yet? And I looked over to my left and I have a book. It's called Modern Witchcraft Guide to Fairies. Okay. And I'm thinking, hey, Joni, good to see you. And I'm thinking, okay, so we got fairies. And yes, in 10 days, Christmas is coming up. Merry Christmas to you, Johnny. And so I figure, well, what do the fairies and Christmas have, in common? And so I was doing a little quick research and stuff like that. And I came up with this. It's the fairies' Christmas blessing to all of us. Legend says that if you listen carefully on Christmas Eve, when the world falls silent, you can hear the fairies singing a blessing over the sleeping earth. It's a wish for warmth, kindness, and hope. A reminder that magic isn't just for stories. It lives in the moments we share. That was nice. But I want to read that last sentence for you, and I'd like to get a little bit of feedback from everybody, what y'all think. A reminder that magic isn't just for stories. It lives in the moments we share. So is anybody out there in the chat right now that would like to, respond to that? I think it is. I believe magic's everywhere. You got some bad magic, you got some good magic. What's your opinion on magic? What is your feeling for it? Especially around the Christmas time. You could hear a lot of people talking, well, there's this bad magic and there's people that say there's good magic. But what I would like to know tonight is, what do you think of magic? Especially around Christmas time. Joni says Christmas is magical. Hey, River, good to see you. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I actually caught your show with all my work hours. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for catching the show. It's good to see you, River. Honestly, it's good to see you. Mark Eddy, good to see you, buddy. Welcome. I would like everybody to tell me if they want what magic means to you. Now, don't go by what you hear from on the internet and from the news and I want to hear what you believe. Do you believe in magic? And for the people who just popped in, hey, Gene, good to see you. Thank you for stopping in tonight. Oh, yeah, before I go on, we actually got about 6 or 7 inches of snow today in Pittsburgh. Started last night, ended this morning. Got a lot of snow. It was crazy. But you know what? For me, I love the snow. I do like the snow. I like, not when it's blistery cold like it was today. It was like the high of 12 degrees here in Pittsburgh. But when it's around 28 to 32 degrees with snow on the ground, it's like beautiful, man. It's like really, really, really beautiful. And it's kind of happy. It kind of warmed up a little bit today. Maybe went from 12 degrees up to 20 degrees, but it was a little blistery out there, But another thing I want to tell you before I continue, because I have to go and look at my, I have to go check my Google in my AI and talk a little bit more about it, about the fairies. But at the end of the break, coming up at the end of the break, we're going to play a Christmas game. Okay, I did it last year. Sherry, hello, Sean. Hope you're doing good. Snowing here tonight. I'm doing okay. I'm getting a little bit under the weather, but I think that's because of the temperature drops. It's a big thing. It's a big thing here in Pittsburgh. One day you wake up, it's summer, lunch, it's fall, then it's spring in the afternoon, and then it's winter in the evening. Joni says magic is love and seeing the world through a child's eyes. Nice. Sally says when magical things happen, I feel like it's just a simulation doing its thing. Like it's still real, but kind of sad. Thank you, Sherry. Appreciate that. Thank you for sharing that, Sally, and thank you for sharing that, Joni. I believe in magic, and I don't listen to what other people come out and say about it. I just take it from what I know and how I feel, and I believe that Christmas is magical, because if you look at the Christmas Carol or the Christmas song, Frosty the Snowman, right? He kind of melted, and the only way to get him back to being Frosty again, they had to go get some Christmas snow, from the North Pole. And of course, Santa Claus was involved with that, and eventually they got some Christmas snow, and Frosty, became Frosty again. But yes. And when Joni said the magic in the child's eyes, yes, I've seen that for a long time. But you know what else, Joni, was pretty cool? The magical things is watching adults get that magical look in their face. It's pretty cool. Again, I want to kind of like say that I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, so please deal with my voice and we'll move to Jenda. Hey, Jenda, good to see you. Where's your boy at? Where's Kurt? But that's okay. I'm glad you're in here. That's cool. But back to the fairies, okay? Fairies are linked to Christmas through Victorian traditions of placing fairy figures on trees, symbolizing light, fortune. Folklore about winter house guardians and modern stories where they help Santa bring in magic, joy, and a sense of wonder, often featuring as collectible ornaments or characters in children's books to enhance festive enchantment. The origins and folklore. Victorian tradition fairies appeared on Christmas trees in the 19th century England, representing good fortune and guiding light, much like angels on stars. And then the winter guardians. Scandinavian folklore features house fairies like the Tomtar or the Nis, protecting homes during winter, treating them well-brought blessings and all kinds of other neat stuff. The literary roots, Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol depicted spirits, including the figures resembling fairies, bringing change, solidifying their place in festive narratives. And the modern traditions of magic, tree toppers, fairies, like angels, often sit atop of Christmas trees, embodying the magic and the spirit of the season. I have seen them on Christmas trees. A lot of people do put fairies up there. Fairy doors. Placing a small fairy door near the hearth creates a magical entryway for winter fairies to leave blessings, a popular family activity. And that kind of like reminds me that, when they talk about the door, it's like the portals in your house. And every house has a portal. Every house does. Absolutely, they do. And if people don't know what a portal is when spirits can come in, it's like a gateway. coming into our world, into our realm, and then they don't like our realm, then they go back through the portal to go back to their own realm. Also, fairies are Santa's helpers, are often depicted as Santa's helpers assisting elves with toy making or filling stockings, as seen in the stories. And elaborate Christmas fairy figures are popular decorations capturing festive things like the spirit of hope or Christmas carol. Interesting. Now, the symbolism and the connection, magic and wonder, fairies add an element of enchantment, reinforcing Christmas as a time for shared adventure and wonder. Their association with evergreen trees links them to the nature, light, and renewal during the darkest time of year, suggests this Medium article. So what do you think, guys? Think that's all truth to that? Do you think fairies are there? I believe in them. And hearing about that fairy blessing, I'm going to go out at 12 midnight, maybe 1 when everything's quiet. Hey, Michelle, good to see you, hon. And Joni says yes. But I'm going to go out at 12 midnight, 1 a.m., because it's real quiet around that time in Christmas. And I'm going to see if I can hear the fairies sing for hope and good luck. And it's and it just like kind of like opened my eyes. Hey, Cheryl. Oh, Cheryl, welcome, hon. She believes in fairies. You're in the right place, Cheryl. We all do almost. We all do believe in fairies. But don't forget to leave them a little present. You know how we give out Santa Claus? We give them some cookies and milk, and the reindeer, you put out some carrot sticks and, some Cheerios and stuff like that. Well, why don't we just put something out for the elves? And what the elves really enjoy are honey and milk. Yes. Let's see. Jenda says he's getting ready to hop on in a few minutes. That's all very interesting. I've never thought of them being involved in the magic of Christmas. That's something I will look out for. Well, I'm glad you learned something today, Jenda. And, I learned something today by researching that. So it's like all good. It's all good. But let's leave them honey and milk. Hey, Robert Cantil, how are you, sir? My best friend growing up, and even today, even though we don't talk too much, but he's still, like my best friend. I mean, we did a lot of stuff growing up together. He's a good dude, man. Good to see you, buddy. But, leave something out, like honey milk. Maybe little trinkets or something bright, something shiny. And leave it for the elves. Because if they say that they help Santa Claus going through and passing out, filling stockings and stuff, I guarantee it, they will be thirsty. And so if you just leave them out, some milk and honey, then everything will be okay. And I just love this topic. I love this topic. And, a lot of people, before I started podcasting, I really did not believe in fairies or elves or, leprechauns. Thank you, Robert. I didn't believe in all that stuff until I started podcasting. And then I really got into it, I mean, I've seen fairy rings and, I shared that one moment with my son a long, long time ago. But I really didn't care about it. I really thought that it wasn't part of the way I was growing up and what I was doing in life. But once I started doing this, the fairies were there, man. Then the owls, and then the leprechauns, and then No unicorns. I don't believe in unicorns. Maybe they exist. Not to judge if they do or don't. But let's seriously thank the fairies for helping spreading joy, love, and hope during the holiday season. Hey, Kurt, finally. Good to see you. Kind of late, but that's okay, buddy. I'm glad you're here. I was just joshing with you. But let's just give thanks to the fairies. Not the one on Peter Pan or the other type of fairies that are out there. Was it Cinderella? That fairy there. If you really look into those, the Cinderellas and Snow White and all them, they're scary. I mean, they have a darker meaning than they do what they did with children. The stories that you see out there, it's really terrible. It's really dark. Seriously, it's really, really dark. But that's for another day. That's for another day, my friends. But it is 12:31, and you know the deal. We got to go on our break. Okay, I'll be back in a couple minutes, and then when I come back, we are going to play a Christmas game. Okay, it's called Christmas Think Fast. What I'm going to do is give you a little sentence, and then you have to answer them. Please, everybody, just participate. It's like really, really cool. It seems like it's going to be fun. For each thing, you get 3 shots. You have to answer 3 different things. But since we don't have a short hour show, what we'll do is whoever comes up with the fastest answer. Okay, so get your fingers, and start typing because it's going to be a fun game. Okay, and on that note, we are going to go on our break, and I will definitely see you in a couple minutes.
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation.
Are you ready to explore the unknown? Dive into the world of the strange, mysterious, and unexplained with Eerie Expeditions magazine. Each issue is packed with spine-tingling tales, cutting-edge paranormal investigations, and exclusive insights into hauntings, cryptids, UFOs, and more. Whether you're a seasoned investigator or just love a good ghost story, Eerie Expeditions magazine has something for you. Join our growing community of truth seekers and adventure lovers. Subscribe today at EerieExpeditionsMagazine.com and unlock the secrets of the supernatural. Are you ready? That's EerieExpeditionsMagazine.com, where the extraordinary is just a
Hey, hello, and welcome back to the second part of Into the Night with me, your host, Sean Kelly. I would like to thank UPRN Talk Radio, 105.3 Mississippi, 107.7 New Orleans, for allowing me to give you 2 hours a week on this platform. You have to excuse me, but I don't. I'm not feeling good today. I think I'm catching a cold because one day it was like 38, 39 degrees, and then yesterday it snowed like hell. We got about 6 inches of snow here in Pittsburgh, and it was really, really, really cold today. So I think I'm catching something, but that's okay. I'll be all right. I'm here with you guys tonight, so that's all that matters. All the healing that you send out there, everybody. I feel it, and everybody else feels it, and I just want to say thank you for that, and very, very grateful. Don't forget, Mr. Don Yazzie, his podcast, Don't Whistle at Night, is right on. It comes right on after my show. So after my show tonight, pop on over and say hello to Don, and tell him I sent you, okay? And wish him a Merry Christmas. But like I said in the first part, we talked about fairies and Christmas, okay? How fairies are a big part of Christmas magic, the magical season of Christmas, along with the fairies. It was an interesting. So if you missed the first part of the show, all you need to do is go to my Facebook page and just type on my, you scroll down on my list, and you'll see the show, and just click it. And please listen to it. And anybody out there tonight, if you can, please share this if you can for me. I would truly appreciate it if you would share this show and get my show into the night. Get it out there, please. I'd like to I'd like to get my show further out there. I truly appreciate it if you do. Sally says this weather brings out all my worst qualities. Oh, really? I hope not, Sally. I hope not. I really don't. But like I told you at the end before the break started, we're going to play a little Christmas game. Now, I need everybody to participate in this, okay? And this thing is called Christmas Think Fast. So, arthritis. Yeah. Yes, arthritis, the cold. Someone even told me I might have COVID. So I don't know. I doubt it. But I'm allowed to say that online. But here's the game. So it's called Christmas Think Fast. And I will give you the first one. Okay. And you have to answer 3 of them. But since this isn't a very long show, we're only going to, whoever can come up with the right answers, they win. Whoever can type the fastest, if we can say that. So the first one are reindeer names. And you got a minute. It's reindeer names. Oh, I can hear the brains going. All right, Kevin. Kevin was the first one. I'll write your name down on that, buddy. Good job. There you go, dude. Rudolph. Okay, Dasher. Thank you, Sherry. All right, Sherry got them all. All right, nice. Thank you. Now the second one is Christmas songs. Can you name 3 Christmas songs? Huh. Okay. 30 seconds. My fingers are so cold that typing ain't working on my phone. I'm out. Okay. Please hang around though. Kurt says, Jingle bells, let it snow, and have a holly jolly Christmas. Sherry says, Holy Night, Blue Christmas, White Christmas. Sweet. Awesome. That's cool. I'm glad people are participating in this. Please, everybody else, if you can. Kevin says, come on, ye Faithful, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Fristy the Snowman. Ha ha ha. Cindy goes, Silent Night, Come All Ye Faithful, and Mother Mary. Yes, thank you. This is good. My heart's jumping up with a little bit of happiness there. Yeah, a lot of typos there. I get a lot of those too. Okay, now, words to describe Santa. Words to describe Santa. Oh, okay. Thank you, Joni. Nice answers there. Cindy goes, Little Drummer Boy, Rudolph, Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman. Okay, awesome. Sherry says, Jolly, Chubby, and a Rudy nose. That's cool. I got a Rudy nose. I am kind of chubby, and I'm always. Kevin says jolly good and magical. Kurt says jolly bearded magical. Fat and jolly. Cindy says jolly magical and Ron. Hey Joe Fox, good to see you, buddy. Yes, you and Kevin were Kurt. You and Kevin were close. This is cool. Okay, stocking stuffers. Stocking stuffers. Magical. Thank you, Johnny. Ah, man, I can feel everybody. Cindy says jolly, chubby, magical. Cindy goes orange chocolate and socks. Yes. Chocolate, notepads. Okay. Kurt says jelly beans, cards, lump of coal. Haha. There's a story I got to tell you later about that, but not tonight, maybe before December. What I used to get was oranges. I'd get oranges, I'd get apples. That was the biggie, and little trinkets and stuff like that. In fact, to be honest with you, it was crazy when I got married. My wife was Slovakian. Yeah, they're nuts. And from what I understand, the Christmas tradition for Slovakians were, presents were bought by the parents, but the stockings were filled by Santa Claus. Orange and apples when I was small. Kids wouldn't want them now. Oh, yeah, absolutely. They definitely would. They definitely would not want those. They would want, little iPhones and all that good crap. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're going to change the rule a little bit. You don't have to think of three things, okay? Because there's some slow typers and there's some fast typers. So what we'll do is we'll go down to two answers. Nah, we'll make it one answer. I'd like to hear it. Okay, Christmas movies. Name me one Christmas movie. If you want to say two, go for it. Kevin says, I went with what I want in my stockings. So name me a Christmas movie. That's not Christmas. Gremlins wasn't Christmas. Home Alone. Okay, sure. That was a good movie. My favorite movie was, let's see, Kurt says Grinch, Home Alone. I watch it every Christmas. Cindy goes Rudolph, Frosty the Snowman. Die Hard. There you go, Joni. The Family Man. Okay. Mine was It's a Wonderful Life. That was my favorite. But also everybody else's answers here are pretty cool. How about Christmas Kellers? Christmas Kellers. Oh, it was in a Christmas setting. Yeah. He says, yeah, Gremlins was in a Christmas setting. Okay. Do you believe I never saw it? Heidi, good to see you, hon. We're halfway through the Garden of the Light show. Stopped in to say hello and show some heart. Well, I hope you're enjoying the show tonight. Oh, Sherry says she has never seen It's a Wonderful Life. If you can, please, Sherry, please watch it. It's like one of my favorites. Joni says red and green. Christmas what? Oh, Christmas Kellers. Christmas Kellers. Cindy Mitch says white and red. Kurt says red, green, and gold. Okay. I'm glad it's a beautiful night in Denver. It's like we got some more snow, so we had a total of 6, 8 inches. Yes, Kellers. Yes, Collors. Kellers. There you go. Red and green. Awesome. Kevin says gold and silver. Heidi, what color Christmas Kellers? That's the question. Okay. Now, here we go. Oh, I say it different. Okay. Yeah, it's my Pittsburgh accent. I'm sorry. It's my accent. It's damn, Kevin, you can't type or damn tonight. Okay. So here we go for the next question. Words after snow. Words after snow. And everybody else out there listening to the show in the 160 countries that we broadcast in, I hope you're writing and answering these questions too. Okay, let's see. Snowflakes, Cindy says. Snowfest, Kevin. Joni said It's a Wonderful Life tanked at the box office, and now it's a classic. It's a very good classic. Snowman, okay. Snowball, Snowfall. Kurt says Snowstorm, Snowfall, Snowman, Snowball. Cool. Thank you. Good question. Well, good answers in that. I'm impressed. Okay, now words after ice. Okay, Cindy, snowball, snowmobile, snow globes. How about words after ice? ICE. Ice cream, very good. I like that. Good one. Can you put a word in front of snow? No. Ice rink, sickle, cream. Okay, ice cream, ice skates. This is cool. I'm enjoying this tonight. This is great. Rink, icicle, if that's how it's spelled. It's, I guess it is. I'm not sure. But okay. Now, Christmas candies. Oh my God, Kurt, Kevin. Christmas candies. Can you name some Christmas candies? Tony says ice cream. Ice sculptures, icicle, Iceman, Top Gun. Yeah, there you go. Good one, Sherry. There you go. Humbugs, canes, candy canes, humbugs. I don't know if there's really that much like uh, Christmas candies out there. I'm not sure. Siri says candy canes, pot of cold chocolates. Oh, why, thank you, Joe Fox. I kind of like it too. Yeah, I borrowed it off Joe in the chat. Cindy says chocolate covered cherries, pot of gold chocolates. I don't know the name, but I know they are good. That's funny. Oh, Johnny, a chocolate candy cane? Okay. Damn, Kevin. You are you like sipping the new oh God help me. The eggnog. Candy apples, that sounds good. But I think Kevin's dipping into the eggnog, to be honest with you guys. Yeah. Yeah, Kurt's rolling on his floor laughing his butt off. Okay. Here we go. Now we can go with adult beverages with this, or we can just go with drinks. So, can you name me some Christmas drinks? Christmas drinks. I know people are thinking eggnog. Yeah, number one answer probably. Eggnog just says eggnog. Yeah, eggnog's gross. It's like pumpkin spice. Can you imagine them putting pumpkin spice and eggnog together? Oh my God. Kurt says hot chocolate with little marshmallows. Okay. Charity says purity syrup. Oh, Newfoundland eggnog. That's on. Beer, yes. Cindy got it right. Bailey's Irish cream liqueur. Yeah. Cindy goes eggnog. Now, it could be an adult beverage or it could be an everyday beverage. Hot chocolate, yep, with sprinkles. That's with Kevin. This is cool. Ah, there you go. Eggnog, cider, mulled wine. Joni says that. I like apple cider. I don't like it hot, but I like apple cider. And for me, my favorite Christmas drink is iced tea unsweetened. That's my favorite, purely iced tea unsweetened. Joe Fox says, the way I eat at the holidays, my drink of choice is Alka-Seltzer. Ha ha! That's funny. I like that, dude. That was funny. Okay. How about Christmas books? Christmas books. They are getting a little harder. Christmas books. No one knows any Christmas books. Oh, okay. Here we go. Cindy says 'twas the night before Christmas, a Christmas carol the night before Christmas. Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph, oh, Christmas tree, LOL. Yeah, that's that. You're really dipping into that eggnog tonight there, buddy. That's funny. Now, 'twas the night before Christmas. Yes. And then the last one, okay, the last question. Oh, that girl, good to see you, girl. Good to see you. The last question for everybody is words to describe Santa. I really don't. As a kid, I stayed overnight at Grandma's house for Christmas, and we always read Where the Wild Things Are. Huh. Kevin says, jolly, good, magical. He sure is. He's very jolly. Good, all-knowing. Okay. Oh, he was a jolly good fellow. Yeah. Okay. That was interesting. I had a lot of fun doing that. But I have one more surprise for you before we go. And I'm going to read this story, and I hope you enjoy it. Fast, chubby, and jolly. That's cool. That's cool, Cindy. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mamma in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out of the lawn there rose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw out the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the lustre of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eye should appear but a miniature sleigh and a tiny reindeer. With the little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, and Donner and Blitzen. To top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly when they met with an obstacle mounted the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I draw in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed in all fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and smoked it and circled the head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings and turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside on his nose and giving a nod, and up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like a down on a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all good night." That was my gift to you. Oh, wow, that just gave me big chills, everybody. It really did. And I just want to wish everybody, and thank you, Kevin. Joe says, good show tonight. Okay. But, you're welcome, Cindy. Thank you. Sherry, thank you. I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and I can guarantee it. I'll say it probably Tuesday and probably the day before Christmas Eve. But I want to thank everybody for popping in. I hope you enjoyed the game that we played in the second half of the show. Don't forget Mr. Don Yazzie, his podcast. Thank you, Cindy. And thank you, Kurt. Is Don't Whistle at Night. You know, his show's coming on right after mine soon. So it does, doesn't it, Sherry? It really, really does. I like that. Sherry said, brings me back to times of innocence when we were young. Yes. Scary Mary Meow Meow, Sean. Okay. But don't forget Mr. Don Yazzie's Don't Whistle at Night podcast. Children, if you can, please go to your parents, give them a hug, and tell them that you love them. And parents, please go to your children, give them a hug, and tell them that you love them. And if you have no parents and you have no children, find somebody, give them a hug, and tell them you love them. Because those 3 words, I love you, go a long way. And on that note, everybody, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will definitely see you on Tuesday. Good night.